This conference will now be recorded.
All right. What's up, guys? Off with the Blue Coats. Yet again, Tuesday, we have a special guest, Science Club. That we have. So I'll let you guys talk about what you do.
Cool. I'm Hannah from Science Club. So, for the past academic school year, I've been president of Science Club. And, in March, we had to cancel all of our forthcoming events. So, we haven't really been doing much during COVID. But what we usually do is we have community service events. For example, there's this thing that was supposed to happen on Fort Hood. On Earth Day that a bunch of third to fifth graders from the school district come to. And as Science Club, we and a bunch of other groups would prepare a presentation or two about conservation or biology or chemistry, anything like that, and just educate kids, give them a little activity to make I don't know, wake up a passion about science in them. So yeah, we would do that. And also we have guest speakers at our meetings, often talking about conservation, ecology efforts, also job opportunities and advice for internships for those in the medical field. I feel like my vice president would have more to say about it. She'll be with us soon, Jessica Conkler. But another important thing is this fall, if we're on campus again, or even if not, I'll try to figure out how to do it online. But we're gonna have elections since my term is coming to a close. But we will be having elections pretty much the first week or two of being back at school. So yeah, also Jessica's here.
I am. Hi, good morning.
Hi,
I'm still making my coffee and I don't know where my glasses are, so I can't see what I'm doing.
That's life. But yeah, I was just telling them about Earth Day and also elections. And also every year we do a Christmas bird count with Fort Hood Adaptive and Integrative Management because we have connections with them because I think one of our former presidents, he works there. So often we help them with that and we can log it as volunteer hours because they submit the research information to the Audubon Society. Trying to think of what else we do. We do fundraisers so that our club members can go to science conferences like TAS, which we did right before COVID hit, which was really fun. We spent 2 days in Nacogdoches just going around SFA, Stephen F. Austin campus, and we watched a bunch of presentations on student research. It was cool. But yeah, enough of me nerding out. Jessica, do you have anything to say?
You covered everything as far as I know.
Yes, true. I'm trying to think of all the events we had to cancel because of Corona.
Well, we had our hike.
The Warrior Warbler hike.
Yeah, and we were gonna have the AIM team from Fort Hood come out and help us.
I did want to talk about that because I made a big old information pamphlet about it, and then we didn't go. Did I just wipe off my makeup? But yeah, so on our campus, Texas A&M University Central Texas, we have specific areas in the acreage behind campus that are reserved for the golden-cheeked warbler, which is a species that was previously endangered that we protect because they mate only in Central Texas, which is bonkers. Yeah. And also our school is prohibited from building during the mating season.
We were also going to help with the Monarch Garden.
Yes, that too. Our supervisor, Dr. E, she wanted to start this Monarch Garden. And for, I think, over a year now, we've been attempting to like build and format it, but situations have come up to where we haven't been able to finish yet. Me and Jessica were growing wildflowers for it and stuff like that, but since we all had to leave campus for a while, we weren't able to. They died. Our babies died. It's okay. We will begin anew. Hi, Jessica.
Hi, Jessica.
You looking cute?
Yeah, I found my glasses. So I can see all your beautiful faces now.
Ooh.
So how do you join science club? Do you have to meetings or how does it go?
Well, to join science club, you don't have to be any specific major. You can join and participate in science club activities no matter what major you are. As long as you're a student, you can be a member. And once you express interest in joining, we would put you on an email list where we talk about like future meetings and stuff like that. And we'll send out like meeting minutes written by the secretary to all the members so that even if they can't make the meetings, they can stay updated. Sorry, go on, Jessica.
I was going to say that you have to attend like 3 meetings in order to be considered a full member, though.
Oh, for the semester, yeah.
Yeah, each semester.
Because the reason for that is because we have cords for active members of Science Club, and they're like really cute, like silver and green cords. Yeah. Any
I wanted
questions?
I wanted to throw out there, I don't know, most of you guys know like Hamilton's a really big thing right now because they released the movie. So whenever you said you're like, my term is coming to an end, the song is like with Washington being like, I'm stepping down, I'm not running for president. I don't know, it just came to my mind and I just wanted to share. So
my term is coming to an end. Isn't it so dramatic?
It is dramatic. Are you stepping down so you can focus on your research?
No, officers of Science Club they have to be science majors, but officers of Science Club have to be they only can serve like a year's term, so two long semesters. And mine were fall of last year and spring of this year.
Well, you can only serve 2 terms too. So you can, since you were media manager and president, you can't run again.
Yeah, I was media manager the year before, so fall 2018 and spring 2019. I was on their social media like.
Y'all said no dictatorships.
Power to the people. But I really did enjoy starting meetings with commence meeting and ending meetings with meeting adjourned and then doing a fake gavel. That was the best part.
Why isn't there a real one?
We can't
I
afford
would feel
that.
wrong spending, I don't know. I would feel wrong spending fundraiser money on a gavel.
I mean, I'm sure there are plenty of people on campus who do like some sort of woodwork. That'd be like, you know what?
I'm just gonna use
Make a gavel.
I'm gonna use this as a gavel.
Nice.
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 But yeah, I think that's pretty much all I really have to say about Science Club. I guess one thing I also could say is I wanted to bring attention to an important figure in biology and science research in general. Where is my book? Henrietta Lacks.
Oh.
That lady. So her cells were taken unknowingly in 1951, and her cells have been bought and sold by the billions. And her family can't afford health insurance. So this is so important because her cells have been used in the field of medicine for like since 1950s till now, and there's like no recognition. Like I, a biology major, I had AMP 1 and 2, and I didn't learn about her at all. I think that is so dumb. So I will be reading this. I haven't read it yet because I just got it yesterday on my birthday. Shout out my boyfriend. But yeah, it's really cool. Shout out Henrietta Lacks.
That's really cool. I wish that like we were taught more about the history of science. You know what I mean? Because I feel like whenever I was in high school, like yeah, I learned about like chemicals and like neutrons, like whatever, but I never learned about the general like history of science, other than maybe like Isaac Newton.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I think it would be I feel like a lot of people would be more interested in science if they knew like the history and the background of it, and like maybe how science originally started. Because all I really remember is Isaac Newton and Bill Nye, and that's it.
Bill Nye, the science guy.
The science guy. Bill Nye, the science guy. Yeah.
Yeah, Bill Nye says wear your mask. But yes, what Kanetta said in the chat, I want to watch the movie too, but I think I want to watch the movie after I read the book. But yes, I think
There's a movie?
it's an HBO film right now. Oprah Winfrey's in it and Rose Byrne. Definitely, probably a good watch. So I'll definitely be checking that out after I finish this. Me like waiting for someone to say something because I've been talking for too long.
You are not talking for too long. You know how long I talk for. You are nowhere near talking long.
So I don't know if you guys addressed this yet, but have you or any of your, I know you said that one of the former presidents is employed on Fort Hood. So what are the opportunities the science club do you think promotes for as far as like after you get out of college, and is there any opportunities, any internships, any job shadowing or anything like that? Because I know a lot of the fields require some sort of
experience.
Yeah.
So what we promote at Science Club is generally, because in the past we've had students that have graduated that were members. They've come to give talks about like what they did to gain experience and to get further into the field post-graduation. We also try to maintain relationships with organizations. So with AIM, Adaptive and Integrated Management at Fort Hood, we do activities with them quite frequently, like Earth Day and the Christmas bird count and other things like that. So we get emails from them and we have like a consistent line of communication. So I'm sure if anyone was looking for a job there, we could definitely like make that connection and be like, hey, one of our members like is interested in something.
For AIM, they want you to be an active volunteer before they consider you even for a position. So things like that. But also I know that we've had in the past had somebody work with Texas Park and Wildlife because they did their research with them and they liked her.
Especially at MotherNet.
Katya.
Yeah. Miss Phasmatode.
So that's one of the benefits of being part of this club, then you make those connections. So, and this is mostly for like biology majors, or do you guys have for like medical field or something like that?
We're trying to make it more inclusive. So for all science majors like medical, biology, chemistry, ecology. That's like mostly what we have.
Mhm.
But anyone who's interested can be part of it, and the volunteer opportunities apply for any field. But yes, I don't know why I said but. Yes.
As far as the medical field goes, we've had talks of former students who work at the hospital come in and talk to show what they've done to get there.
Nice. Very cool.
Sure. I think another thing I appreciate about this school is that, like, since it's small, I feel like all of the alumni and students kind of have, like, been connected. So it's not really like, I feel like everyone can know each other, like, oh, I was friends with this person, and then this person knows, like, everyone. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that's a benefit.
Okay.
So, why do you feel like science is important? Because I'm not really good at science. So, if you had to like give a pitch of why science was important to somebody who's not like super into it, what would you say?
If you watch the news.
Science is the basis of life.
I respect science. I'm just saying like,
Oh, yeah.
I don't do like sciencey things for fun, like that sort of thing. I don't actively like seek out bugs or like, well, other than for decorations, but that's a whole other story. But you know what I'm saying? Like, I understand science, but it's not something that's like the peak of my interest. So,
Well, I guess let's start specifically with bugs and like biodiversity. I think biodiversity is super important because the circle of life and then the environment and all of that all affects us as humans. Even if you're thinking from a human-centric point of view, all of that involves us. Like pollinators and things like that, we wouldn't have any of the produce we have without pollinators. And also food chains and the ecological like biosphere of the tropical forests, like all of that oxygen that comes from there, we all breathe like all of that. It's bonkers. Like everything is connected. I sound crazy.
No. Mhm. I played a bumblebee from my pool yesterday. She was like,
Beautiful.
and then
Bye,
I put her on this giant sunflower I have, and then she survived. I was so happy. I say she. I don't know what it is. I just give everything a female gender.
Yeah, everything is connected. I don't know if you guys know about like the Texas dust storms.
Mm-hmm.
Did she freeze? Kirsten?
what?
You were saying something. And then you froze?
Oh, I was just gonna like add in there, like I saw this like thing on National Geographic that there's still like thousands of insects like in the Amazon, like bugs that we haven't even like discovered yet. They're like unidentified. Yeah. But anyways, sorry, proceed. And I did.
I would like to hold all of these bugs. But the Texas dust storms, like all of that dust that happens like in the summer every year, it's been super intense this year. But that dust is from the Sahara, like in Africa. Yeah. Science.
But also be careful this summer with picking up bugs because there's, do you know what they're called, Hannah? The ones that transmit Trypanosoma cruzi? Kissing
My
bug?
brain is saying Chagas bugs, but I think that's something else.
Yes.
Yeah?
Those. There's been a lot of them, an abnormally lot of them found around Texas.
The what bug?
The
Chagas bugs or kissing bugs?
Yeah, they transmit Trypanosoma cruzi, which is like the kissing sickness, or the they'll bite you, and then they'll defecate on you, and it'll transmit a parasite. And they've been found a lot around Texas this summer. So
Let me show a picture so that you guys can see it and avoid it. This is not the bug that I was holding recently, just so you know.
yes, that one.
Vegas bug. Don't hold him.
And if they're in your house, be very careful because they can kill your animals. They can hurt you because it can lay dormant if they bite you, and you won't know it until you just get very sick. So, like, if you do get bit, make sure you save the bug and take it into the doctors with you.
Yeah, it's got like a proboscis that it stabs you with. Yeah, the bug that I was holding recently, that you guys remember, my fellow blue coats, it was a wheel bug, and they can bite, but they don't transmit anything, and they don't have any poison or anything like that. So I was just careful not to make him irritated.
He was like following you. He wanted to go home with you.
I know. I like tried to get him off me like maybe like an hour after, and he was like, no.
So what else is 2020 in store? Killer bugs, killer hornets.
The amphibians die out.
Oh.
I saw this thing on TikTok, and this like girl's job, she was I don't know what it's like really called, but it was basically like a mosquito inspector. Like she tested mosquitoes like for what diseases they're carrying like around that area to like keep up with it. So I thought that was like neat that she just like works on mosquitoes all day. And I also nicknamed that job myself.
Huh?
I was about to say, I also nicknamed that job myself, mosquito inspector. I don't really think that's what it's called. So I just want to throw that out there.
Mosquito inspector. I like that.
It sounds funner.
I honestly wouldn't mind if mosquitoes went extinct.
Jessica,
They do be carrying lots of diseases.
What are you going to do with your degree? Are you thinking of doing research like Hannah, or?
What?
I said, are you thinking of doing research like Hannah with your biology, right?
Yes.
Or are you going into like the medical field? What is your?
No, I'm ecology, so Hannah's organizational, but I mean, she can go either way.
Are you pursuing the same or like a PhD?
I'm not sure yet. I'm probably gonna try and find a job before I look into anything because I need money first.
Yeah. Okay.
Money do be important.
A helicopter just passed directly over my house.
What'd you do, Hannah?
The world is ending. I didn't do anything.
Whenever Christian and I first moved here, I didn't realize we lived right next to the airfield. And I woke up at like 3 a.m. I was like, why is my house shaking? What are those noises? And yeah, that's why. And it was the worst thing ever.
Pain.
I'm from a small country town.
Hannah asked me a few weeks ago when she came to get me if I heard planes all the time, and I said no, but I realized now, thinking about it, I've just gotten used to it that I can hear one right now. And I'm like, I live also by the train tracks too, so I'm like, I hear that all the time. Don't realize.
Dang, you got the worst of both worlds.
But I don't realize I hear it. So
selective hearing.
Just tune it out. Wow.
I was playing Trivial Pursuit the other day, speaking of selective hearing, and the person that went before me got a roll again, and then I thought it was my turn because it was my first time playing a board game in like 5 years. And like I was in the middle of going, and they kept saying like, Hannah, wait, Hannah, it's my turn. I was like, huh?
You don't play well with others, huh, Hannah?
I do.
She said, "This is
I
my
just don't have
role."
to plug in.
So you guys have any questions for the science club?
I have one. So like when I was younger, I used to see a whole bunch of like flying cockroaches, but I don't see them as much now. Like, but I still kind of see them like from time to time. But like, is there like a specific choice that influences like a cockroach's choice to fly, or is it just like they just kind of do it when they feel like it?
I never thought about that. I don't know.
I could be just completely pulling this out of my butt, but I would say that it probably extends a lot of energy for them to fly, so they probably only choose to do it when they feel they need to.
Cockroaches freak me out. I feel like I don't even know. Like, so in the art world, we call like glitter the. Actually, we're recording, so never mind. But they have just been around like since dinosaurs. Like, that's crazy. Like, cockroaches outlived dinosaurs. What?
Dude, yeah, if you spray them with poison, they stay alive for a while. I'm like,
They can live without their heads. Like,
spray them with Aquanet. They
I
won't
don't
move.
trust them.
okay, I looked it up.
Cheaper than Ray too. So.
Okay, while many cockroach species are winged, most do not fly at all. As a general rule, cockroaches are not great flyers. There are only a few species that are active and capable of flying short distances, but the widespread American cockroach that we see all the time use their wings to glide from higher elevations to lower surfaces, if they're looking for like moisture or colder temperatures.
I have a story. So I worked at a Francesca's in Wichita Falls. I'm kind of calling them out, but we had like a pipe in the back, like in our little like employee area, and like those big water bug cockroaches were always in the back, and we had a crap ton of clothes. Like, we had like bins and bins and bins of clothes, and whenever we would like every like 3 months or so, we'd have to go through those clothes because we shipped them out to like organizations, like to charity, whatever. And I remember the other employees and I hated going through those bins because we always found them and those ones flew. And it is terrifying when they're this big and they're flying and you're just ducking and you don't know what to do, and it's just scary. And I just had to share that because it was, those flew, like actively flew.
I don't like
Never
it.
again.
I don't like
I don't
it.
like it either. I hated it.
Did you know that cockroaches clean themselves though?
They need to
They
because
think
they
we're
are
dirty.
sick.
Wait, what were you saying, Kirsten?
Oh, the employees and I used to play rock, paper, scissors as to whoever would open the closed bins because we knew one was going to fly out.
That's horrible.
It was the worst part of my job.
It's like Russian roulette, but with American cockroaches.
Yeah.
It's like when you're like working at a grocery store and you're unboxing the banana spiders.
Oh.
Banana spiders.
Banana spiders.
Those are scary.
How big are they? Not me looking up banana spiders.
I feel like they're decently sized. I grew up with daddy longlegs and wolf spiders and the little black spiders.
Carla, I think this is the one I saw on your daughter's trampoline.
You know what? It does look like it.
Yeah.
Out in Kempner? Yep.
Kempner.
Kempner.
They're big.
She was really
Oh,
trying
yeah.
to get me to come see that spider. I was not about it.
She was like, come look, come look.
She
Yeah,
was
she-
trying to trick me too. She's like, I'm
I
pretty sure
love that
it's something.
spider.
And I was like, I know what you're doing.
She loves bugs, like roly-polies. I hate them, and she's always like playing with them. She'll roll them up and start like hitting them.
Oh, you know that crustacean? But like, huh?
I said, I don't like them. They gross me
I
out.
don't know how to do anything.
Really?
Okay, so mine is psychological because my eldest daughter, when she was little, she would put them inside the Easter eggs, and then the Easter eggs would fall all the way to the bottom of her toy chest. So when it was time to pull out all, because I would periodically go in there, pull all the stuff out, and throw away old toys. I remember one day, everything's pretty much out, and all these eggs are at the bottom. I'm like, and it started shaking. I'm like, oh my God, there's chocolate in here. So I open it, and like all these little carcasses fell out. And yeah, it was pretty gross. So like I said, it's not the bug's fault. It's that I'm traumatized by the bugs.
That's
With slugs. I
ooh.
was working on my garden, and I'm like going through and everything, and then I go to dig out, and when I dig out, I like squish, and it was like a slug, and ugh. So yeah, it was pretty gross. It was disgusting. Oh, see, I can like still feel it. Like, oh, every time I feel it, I remember scraping my hand across the concrete, and like, yeah, it was pretty nasty.
Okay, they can't hurt you.
Squished them, sorry. Yeah.
Not the gastropods.
Yeah, no.
Wait. They're not gastropods. Wait. They are gastropods.
You guys have social media, right? Science Club?
Yes. Tammy CT Science Club.
Okay. On Facebook?
Yes. Tammy CT Science Club.
And Instagram.
And Instagram? Cool.
We have a Discord server, but we really only go on there when Katya sends pictures of her stick bugs. Speaking of which, I've caught a few during my research project where I do like sweep netting. There's a couple in there. They look like aliens.
Have you seen on Alyssa's Instagram where she's found like these huge ones on her property?
No, I need to look.
Yeah, they were huge.
Wow. Stick bug. Waiting for the day that I find a bee duck.
Hannah, show everybody the new Kevin.
Okay, hold on.
Well, he's not the new Kevin, but he's Kevin's cousin.
Are you ready? Can I get a drum roll?
So what's his name?
I haven't named it
Didn't
yet.
you say that? I thought yesterday you said something, but I don't remember what. It was like Kevstein or something.
No, I did not.
Is that one of those
It's fun,
monkey
though.
plushies?
Yes.
It looks so soft.
Like,
There's one on my bed right now that's a duck. It's like that yellow thing right there. But I use it as a pillow.
You hear me?
What?
He looks like a Bruce.
A Bruce.
Him? Bruce?
Bruce?
I like that. He does look like a Bruce. He does. Thank you, Amanda.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
Wow, nice.
He's named.
Yesterday was Hannah's 19th birthday?
I can't
A
believe it.
child.
Yeah.
It feels weird.
Bruce Willis.
Bruce Willis.
Bruce Willis.
Blues.
Oh my God, he can jump. Did you know most koalas have like sexually transmitted diseases because they only eat eucalyptus, and then their mother has to pass on the gut like bacteria to them so they can digest the cellulose. So like they eat their mom's like poop.
Chlamydia.
Chlamydia. They have chlamydia. Bruce and Kevin, they're just chilling like with
They
sexually
can't
transmitted
transmit it to
diseases.
humans, though.
I wish
yeah,
I could
they
take a picture of y'all's faces right now.
Chlamydia. Chlamydia.
I wish somebody had logged on right then. That would have been great.
Club science.
To any future warriors that may be seeing this, I don't know what to say.
I'm covering his ears.
Too much has already been said. It's too late.
You got to learn about it at some point.
Yeah, that's the reality of life, man.
Our schools are here to educate. Here we are.
The duality of man.
The best and the brightest right here.
Well, I'll say this is from the science angle. If anyone, I don't know if it's on YouTube or not. If anyone ever gets to hear the routine that y'all know who Hannibal Buress is?
Yes.
He's a comedian. He's in like the movie Tag, where the grown men try to chase each other.
Oh.
And he's like the gym teacher in the Spider-Man movies. Oh,
Yeah.
He did a whole bit about two STDs calling each other on the phone. One's like, "Yo," it's because he saw a bus in a town with a big banner that said syphilis is back. He's like, they made it sound like that was a good thing, like it's back, you know. So he's like, "Yo, I'm back," and it's like, you going to the convention next week? HPV's giving a keynote talk, and they're going through the whole thing, and he's like, this is how weird science sounds sometimes.
It does.
Like, I killed Al
This is what
Capone.
goes on in my head 24/7. Koala chlamydia.
Koala chlamydia. Wow, what a sentence. I never thought that I would hear those two words put together. But here we are.
Yeah, and all huh?
I got a little disappointed.
I'm just listening.
And all the amphibians are dying from skin bacteria.
Yay.
There's an
Frogs
amphibian
are right.
pandemic.
I could like live without frogs. I'd be okay without frogs.
Really?
I love that Garrett spelled koala like koala.
I don't know how to spell either word.
Koala.
Oh wait.
Koala chlamydia in my head 24/7.
Koala chlamydia lives in my head rent free.
Well, this has been interesting.
To lighten the topic, this is a whooper, a
Wait, we
fictional
haven't
animal.
liked it yet?
No,
it's an axolotl, Hannah.
Well, he's based off an axolotl. Axolotls don't have weighted tails, and they don't turn into.
It's basically one.
True. But have you ever seen an axolotl turn into a quagsire in real life? I don't see axolotls walking around saying quack.
Pokemon.
You don't know what they'd be doing in the ocean.
Right. He's based off a salamander. Jessica got him for me.
Aw.
This is my profile picture on all of my Instagrams.
I have a question for you, science ladies. Fireflies. Why don't we see them as much as we used to? What has like led to their decline? Because I remember growing up, there was always fireflies everywhere I went, and now because my daughter asked me the other day, she's like, I want to go play with them, and I'm like, I haven't seen them in years.
Light pollution.
Oh yeah, there was a poster about that at Mother Neff when I went there. Light pollution. So Fireflies, they use light patterns by flashing their butt lights like at each other in certain like rhythms and patterns. And since there's so much light around, I'm sure they probably can't see each other and mate. I've seen a couple this summer, but not as many as I would like to.
So the population
That
is
is like
declining
the
then?
saddest.
Yeah, at least in urban areas where there's a lot of light.
Sad.
Yeah.
That's so sad. Could you imagine like being around all your like friends and family and then just not being able to see them? And you think they're not there, but they really are, but you just can't flash your butt.
Hey, stop!
I don't know if Amanda or Hannah remember this fully from entomology, but there was also something about another insect that can mimic their light patterns in order to be able to eat them.
Yeah. The
I
moth,
can't
right?
I can't fully remember, so that's why I was like, one of you might.
A serial firefly killer.
There's one like that, and then there's also this this spider that takes like moth pheromones and dangles it like on a silk line like this, tricking male moths into like coming, and then they're like, oh, and then they get trapped and they get eaten.
Nature is cruel, man.
Crazy.
Oh yeah.
I feel like I'm watching the Discovery Channel.
There's this lizard. So in the desert, there's these Bombardier Beetles, and they can squirt basically like fiery acid, and they also kick ants really hard, like so hard that the ant goes like flying. So there's this lizard that like walks around trying to look like the beetle so that ants don't mess with it, and it like walks like all hunched over, like with his legs like above his body, and like it's a really goofy walk. Like he like has his legs like kicking around and everything. Yeah, but he's trying to look like the beetle, a lizard trying to look like a beetle, and it's just very goofy.
Life imitates art.
It does, and art imitates life as well. The circle of life.
I've learned so much today, y'all. I really have.
I mean, insects are used in a lot of art too.
True facts.
I'm actually looking for bugs to put on my walls right now. Hannah helped me the other day.
You see them?
Mm.
Butterflies. Huh. I also have more up there, but it's like the other ankle. And then I have a sunset moth.
That's pretty.
You're just so pretty.
I know, right? I need a dust.
I have a sunset moth in my Animal Crossing museum.
Ooh! I should get Animal Crossing.
You should.
I should get a Switch, period.
Yes. They're so much fun.
My boyfriend is like, nobody visits my Animal Crossing island. I wish you had Animal Crossing. And I'm like,
Aww.
Tell him he can add me.
aw, yeah, I will.
All right. Well, this has been fun. Thank you so much, ladies, for being with us. You
Thank
guys
you
have
for
any
having me.
questions? Mr. Garrett Smith, any questions? No? All right. Well, I hope you all have an amazing rest of your day. And thank you, Science Club, for doing what you do. I really want to see y'all active, hopefully, if we're back on campus. And if not, we can still, virtually do stuff.
I hope they're active if we're off campus too.
Exactly.
Science Club, I have to brag. Science Club is one of our most active ones. So y'all are awesome.
Oh, thank you, Garrett.
Hopefully next year when y'all need shirts, we don't have a pandemic hit right when we're trying to get them for you. So
Yeah.
Thanks, COVID.
Pain. It was real pain behind that laugh.
I tried.
We appreciate you.
Well, I appreciate all of y'all. Have a super amazing day, and I will see you Bluecoats tomorrow. And take care.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Okay.